what will make Tata successful in the next 100 years, or after 100 years, if there's still somebody is talking about them? What is it that's going to string the thread, KV?
Wonderful. Good question. I think, firstly, we're a very blessed organization, and I feel hugely blessed to serve this for the last 2 decades, this group. And given the values which have not undergone any change since the founder's time to today, 155 plus years, that binds this organization together because it's a living truth. As I said, for an individual, your personal authenticity is important. As an institution, we are authentic, we live those values, and all the leadership subscribes to it. And that's really a unique organization in that way, and the way it is structured, held, serving a larger purpose, etc. But talking about the future and how the group, such a diverse group, has brought agility into itself and recreated itself not once but several times. We are blessed with great leaders. So during JRD time, you know the whole history of how he created this into a fabulous enterprise. And when he left and Ratan Tata took over, and it was being quoted as a company, say, how large are you? They said we are 5% of India's GDP in the earlier days.
Correct.
Then during Ratan Tata's period, we saw the opportunity around the world. He encouraged our companies to become global. We had lots of acquisitions around the world, almost 2/3 of our business in terms of value coming, whether it is in motors or whether it's in steel or chemicals or tea or beverages or hotels. We went very globalized in that sense. We have today a very young leader, fantastic mind, and a great futurist, if I may say so. And with very well-grounded fundamentals. And I can tell you a little bit about this journey that he has done as a massive transformation at such a short period of time. Mr. Chandrasekhar and our group chairman truly transformed the group. And last year, we've had the best ever performance of the group in terms of top line and bottom line, which is no mean achievement for a group which is getting close to 1 million people around them.
Correct.
Across so many technologies.
Correct.
So let me just give you a few indications of his strategic focus. India is a very central and core part of our group, and India is growing. And it's at that inflection point in the history of India that is never before. And it may never be after either. So it's a golden moment for India today, and we are poised there. So every sector is promising huge amount of growth, and he has encouraged the group to think bigger, aspire bigger, the companies to think out of the box, and therefore we have made significant progress. He came up with 3 words, very simple words. This is where the basic focus comes. He talked about 3 things. First, simplicity. We are a complex organization. Please bring simplicity everywhere in what we do. Second, do of scale. Let's not do 100 small things. Do what is of scale. And the group is so large, do synergy. So the first 3-4 years, the focus on simplicity, scale, and synergy transformed it. We went into 8 verticals and so. Now looking at the future, he's taken a few, as you said, bets. Right? These bets are going to be very significant. And these will be careful bets. The world has changed. It has become, earlier it was China +1, now they're talking about India +1 too. Everything is moving to India. We made a major foray into electronics and also into semiconductors, which was completely new business. And this requires several $1 billion of investments. And it's completely new, transformative for the group, and we're going in a big way. Structured all our businesses around tourism as one cluster, which includes hotels, a lot of associated smaller businesses, and airlines. And today in India, we are emerging as a colossus of an airline, with 4 airlines being merged and Air India. It was a big call. And I think we're in the journey of transformation. I'm very confident we'll make a major impact in that area. And I think airlines overall in the world is going to be a future. For India, it will be a future both domestic and international. That's another area of growth that we've had. Our motors has been transformed. Electrification of vehicles, EVs, we almost have 85% of the Indian market, and people are waiting for our cars. So that was been another majorly transformative part. He's doing on sustainability and basically power, which is renewable power, which is another very large sector in which we are making significant investments. So all of these actually catapult the group into the future. And these are the things which you're talking about the next 30, 50 years. And I think every organization, and Singapore is a great example, it recreates itself every 10 years.
Mm.
And majorly changes after 20 years. So we have been in some sense every decade kind of transformation. And these years have been extremely transformative. I've not covered all the areas. For instance, our investments in airlines is not only in running airlines, but building aircrafts, building helicopters today, and defense. So it has gone very transformative in our new business areas. And I think these are going to power the future. And I get closer to my retirement, it gives me tremendous joy that I would be stepping off perhaps at the best time. Tata's will see its future for the next 1-2 decades for sure, and much beyond that.
Wonderful.